and we're thrilled to welcome everyone to the White House, special place, and to celebrate the Super Bowl 59 champion, the Philadelphia Eagles. And that was a special day. That was a big one. But the Eagles have turned out to be an incredible team, an incredible group with a fantastic coach and coaches. And having you at the White House is very, very special and important. And we appreciate you being here.
All right, jumping back into the news portion of the show today. Second news segment on the first of two Tuesday editions of the Steak for Breakfast podcast. I'm still Roan, and it was great catching up with Dr. Roger Marshall, the Republican senator from the great state of Kansas, talking about the big accomplishments of the first 100 days and what congressionally and at the Senate level we were going to see moving down the pike here, moving forward. And that was President Trump yesterday outside of the White House welcoming the NFL Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. Oh. Not a huge fan of them going, not of the team. And what a special afternoon it was. You know, I don't care what your politics are. I could care less how you handle yourself in your private life, whatever your social preferences are, etc. When it comes to doing the things that you should feel honored to be a part of, like when the president invites sports champions to the White House to acknowledge their accomplishments, not just for their city, but for the state and for the league, it's a big deal. And for people like Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts and some of the others who decided to not partake in the festivities at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue yesterday, quite honestly, shame on you. It's very petty. It's pretty embarrassing. And listen, at the very least, I think we can all agree, the Trump curse is real, so don't tell me I didn't tell you so when some bad things happen to some of those players on the field, of course, next season. So Donald Trump was pretty hyped. Seems like he definitely enjoys the head coach of the Eagles. He also has seemed to have developed a relationship with superstar running back and former New York Giant, Saquon Barkley. And that all just added into a recipe for success, and just the optics of seeing the team out there, the big smiles, the laughing at President Trump's jokes. And then later on, when some of the coaching staff and players from the Eagles organization wanted to go into the Oval Office, see the Declaration of Independence, and take pictures with the President of the United States. It's not that hard to play the game. Listen, I know Donald Trump is a New York sports fan. I know for surely he loves the Yankees. I don't know where his football and hockey and basketball loyalties lie, per se. But you would have to think it's somewhere within the parameters of Giants, Rangers, and Knicks, right? But at the same time, when these teams reach the heights and the pinnacles and deserve to be celebrated at the presidential level, you suck it up and you go down and you smile and shake each other's hands, and then you move on with the rest of your life and try to do it again. You don't necessarily make a political statement at the expense of your coaching staff, your teammates, and more importantly, the organization and the fans. Much like some of the players, there was about a dozen of them who didn't make the trip down to D.C. yesterday. Now, again, it all says conflicts of interest related to the schedule, but that's not the case, and we all know it isn't. The more teams and athletes who let go of their inhibitions and just say, I don't care if I lose a couple followers on social media. I don't care if a few people boo me now moving forward or look at me differently because I went down to the White House. The President of the United States invited me or my team or whatever down for a visit and to acknowledge my accomplishments, and I'm going to relish in that fact.